Hello, Cancer. This is Barb at Mystic Door Tarot, and this is your weekly intuitive tarot reading for the week of March 22nd through the 28th. Thank you so much for joining me today, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. And please subscribe, hit that like button, and join me daily for my quick glance daily readings. Now keep in mind, these are general readings and will not resonate with everyone. You can obtain a private reading by clicking the link to my website below. And also be sure to watch your rising sign and moon sign, which might resonate with you more for this particular week. Now, I am working with the Morgan-Greer tarot deck for this week's reading, so let's get started and see what your cards are indicating for you this week. Okay, Cancer. First card. The King of Swords. Next, the Six of Cups. And the Five of Wands. Now, your direction card for the week. Magic Prayer. Isn't that beautiful? And your crystal for the week is fluorite. And there we go. There's my fluorite. And your Angels of Atlantis card is Intention from Dolphin. Okay. So at first glance here, Cancer, all your oracle cards here are all indicating you need to join up with Spirit for you to be able to get to the place you want to be. So it's strengthening your co-partnership with Spirit for this week. And there's something new this week that you might have to contend with, something that might be a challenge. And your thoughts are drawn back to your past, kind of revisiting some past experiences. So that's at first glance here with your cards. Now, taking a look at your first card here, you have the King of Swords. And what's interesting, and the first thing that caught my attention with this card is that he's not only holding the sword, but he's also holding wheat. And that's a symbol of fertility and abundance. It can actually be an indication that something is going to be harvested or finished, closure, something of that sort, and very soon. Now, he's actually looking at your past with a very stern face, and his sword is drawn. The energy here is being emotionally distant, very authoritative, very logical, assertive. So this can be your own thought process, your own energy this week, Cancer, where you're looking at something logically and rationally. You could also be trying to get down to the truth of a situation, a matter at hand. Now, if this is possibly an individual helping you out this week, I always view the King of Swords showing up as an attorney, or it could be some kind of strong mentor or advisor that you might be seeking out or is possibly coming across your path this week. This is Aquarius's energy. So it could possibly be an air sign. This is a very independent, very perceptive, knowledgeable, wise individual. So this person can be helping you out with a situation, possibly a confusing situation, but he's going to approach it with logic, and there's usually quick results. Now, keep in mind, the sword energy is in regards to thinking and speaking, your mental energies. And the energy of the swords can be destructive, but may also help clean out the clutter. So I'm kind of picking up more of the latter, that something is being cleared out. It's like stagnant energy is being cleared away with the King of Swords showing up. So it's about being rational and eliminating what is no longer serving a purpose for you during this week. Now, your next card here is the Six of Cups. And this is where I was picking up, looking at your past, almost kind of reminiscing or just remembering what the past was all about. Now, sometimes the Six of Cups can show up in a reading just indicating that you're wanting change. It's a card that can be indicating simplicity, purity, as we see all the lilies are displayed in all the cups. So you could be reflecting back on simpler times this week. Now, this is Scorpio's card and energy. So it can be a very intense feeling coming in this week, something where you're really passionate about some change happening for you. Now, this card's ruled by the sun, so it's associated with your identity, Cancer, your character, your personal drives. And the number 6 energy of this card is harmony and balance and love and happiness. 6 here represents compassion and generosity, taking care of your everyday needs, Cancer. But this card ties into your oracle cards that we'll be talking about, as 6 here is the number of your third eye chakra, which relates to your perception and intuition. And it could be you're actually looking at things in a very simplistic way, almost like through rose-colored glasses, you might say. Now, your next card here is the Five of Wands. This is what's bringing in your challenge for the week. This is Leo's very fiery energy, and this card is ruled by the planet Saturn, which represents time. It's an indication there might be a need for self-control this week, Cancer. Keep that in mind. Usually, with the Saturn energy, it's usually time is of the essence, but for you, Cancer, for this week, timing, the right timing is what's going to be the biggest concern for you. The number 5 energy of this card is presenting a challenge that will possibly allow for further growth. Excuse me. It's the initial struggle as something new is coming in this week that you're going to have to deal with. Now, the number 5 energy likes to shake things up. It likes to break old habits. So lessons are usually learned with this energy. And things are changing up for you this week, Cancer. That's what's being represented by this number 5 energy. And keep in mind that 5 is the number of the throat chakra, which is concerned with your communication. So that might be the key in regards to what you're going to be challenged with. It might be finding the right timing for some particular type of communication for you this week, Cancer. And the 5 of Wands showing up can be indicating some kind of conflict coming in. Could be something small and insignificant, or it could be the clashing of personalities, just differences of opinions and viewpoints on something. It can be that either you or someone else might be hanging on to their way of thinking or your way of thinking, just being stubborn about it. So the biggest thing with this card showing up is you see the 2 wands here have fresh cuts. And this being the wand's energy, it's very passionate, very intense energy. So something could be said this week, and it's certainly not the right timing. Now, your numerology for your 3 tarot cards here is number 12, which reduces down to number 3. And 3s are all about new beginnings. Something is starting to emerge this week and surface. Now, let's take a look at your oracle cards here. And first, we have your card for direction for this week. And you received Magic Prayer. Okay, Cancer. So With the magic prayer card showing up for you this week, it's a reminder that your prayers will be answered. And Spirit is always wanting to help you and to heal you when you're in need. But what you have to know is that phrase, thy will be done, but it is, thy will be done through me. So this card is an indication that you need to have conscious contact with your higher power, which is achieved through prayer or meditation. Speak and listen to the divine force. Surrender your wishes and desires to Spirit. Now, you may not get what you want, Cancer, but you will surely get what you need. Your destiny is waiting for you, Cancer. And as long as you keep in conscious contact with your higher power, be assured that you're on the right path. So, the Magic Prayer Oracle card is telling you to speak your prayers, listen for the answers, and then act in faith. Now, your crystal for the week is fluorite. This concerns your spirit guides, your third eye chakra. So it's showing up for you this week to let you know you're protected by your guides in the spirit world. It also helps you to enhance your intuition, your third eye chakra. This can be an indication, Cancer. It's time for you to trust your intuition and to trust in your spirit guides because they're never going to let you down. Connecting with your spirit guides can help you to access a higher source of wisdom and guidance. And that is what your reading is indicating to strengthen that co-partnership with Spirit this week to guide you through some of the challenges or new things that are going to be showing up this week that you might have to deal with. Now, the messages and guidance from your spirit guides can come as physical signs. So it can be sensations, it can be things you see, repetitive numbers, small animals coming close to you. And you can always look up what captures your attention, such as maybe a yellow butterfly flies in front of you, getting your attention. Look it up. There's a meaning behind it. But your angels and guides want you to meditate with the fluorite crystal this week to strengthen your contact, to get that higher wisdom so that you can obtain and understand the messages and guidance that are being provided for you. Now, your next card is the message from the angels of Atlantis, and you received intention. Beautiful energy, beautiful card. This is from the Archangel Sandalphon. This is known as the Angel of Music. So possibly with this message coming through for you, Cancer, this is how you might be communicating with Spirit. It can be as easy as listening to some of your favorite music and just really listening to the music. And then you might get thoughts and messages coming through. Now, with this archangel sending you the intention oracle card, he's asking you to make a list of your expectations, and these will become the seeds of your intentions. And thoughts create reality. And so, with this card showing up, you're being asked to truly specify what you intend and to place a purpose to that intention. The angels want you to experience love and joy and success. Therefore, visualize yourself in gratitude, experiencing like the outcome of your intention. That is the kernel, the seed from which abundance grows. Now, for an overall summary for your reading this week, Cancer, you're starting off with the energy of the King of Swords. In the fact that he's holding wheat along with the sword. That's an indication to me that you will obtain abundance by eliminating what is no longer necessary in your life. Now, the King of Swords can be showing up as some kind of legal counsel, some kind of strong mentor or advisor for some of you this week, showing you the path or direction you need to go in. Now, for others, You're obtaining this knowledge on your own. You are portraying the traits of this King of Swords, being very logical, rational, take charge, very authoritative. And through this type of action, whether someone's helping you or you are indeed self reliant, you're taking the lead to cut out and eliminate what no longer works for you. Now, your next card, the Six of Cups, is a little bit reminiscing of the past, possibly the good old days, how things used to be, and you're longing for change at this time. The lilies in all of the cups represent simpler times, purity, innocence. And for some of you, you're just kind of looking through those rose colored glasses, wanting that harmony and balance to come back in your life. And your last card here is the challenge this week. The Five of Wands is possibly some kind of conflict or obstacles you have to overcome. And with two fresh cuts on the wands, and they're kind of pretty deep cuts, might mean there's not one but two things you have to contend with this week. Could be two different points of view, could be two different obstacles. But this card, being ruled by Saturn, usually indicates time is of the essence. Well, time is important with this card, but it's more the right timing. 5 concerns your throat chakra. That's your communication. So there's something going down this week involving communication, possibly with you and another, maybe two different viewpoints, two different opinions. So the right timing with the communication is something you need to be aware of going into this week. And your numerology here for your tarot cards is number 3, which is indicating new beginnings. Something's trying to emerge this week. But your direction card here for this week, strongly indicating to connect with spirit. This is either getting reconnected or your first time meditating, connecting with spirit, tapping into your perception, your intuition, your third eye chakra. The magic prayer card indicates for you to speak your prayers, listen for the answers, and act in faith. You may not get what you want, but you will surely get what you need this week. And your angels and guides are suggesting to meditate with the fluorite crystal. This is all about connecting with your spirit guides and to spirit source energy. It concerns your third eye chakra, your perception, your intuition. So meditating with the fluorite crystal this week will help you immensely into strengthening your co-partnership with spirit, as well as understanding and being able to receive the messages and guidance that's going to help you out this week, especially with your 5 of Wands card and situation. And your Angels of Atlantis card, bringing you the message of intention. So make a list of your expectations. These are the seeds of your intentions. Thought creates reality. So you're being asked to truly specify what you intend, to place a purpose to that intention. So this is where this message kind of ties into your King of Swords card, as you're placing this kernel of intention from which abundance here will grow. And as we see, your King of Swords is holding the wheat with his sword, eliminating what is no longer necessary or needed in your life to allow for new beginnings and abundance to be planted and harvested in the very near future for you, Cancer. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please subscribe and help support my channel if you haven't already. And for private readings with me, click on my website link below. Love and abundance to my Cancer family.